Hi, and welcome to our second class. All right, so we're going to begin with a block. We'll put it between the legs just to find the inner thigh engagement. Roll the shoulders up and back, relaxing a little bit of the tension from the face, the shoulders. Taking a deeper breath. Slowly finding that three-part breath. Expanding the abdomen, the ribs, the chest on the inhale. And relaxing on the exhale. Take a moment to do like a body scan. See if you're holding tension somewhere in the body. See if you can let it go a little bit. Begin to add a gentle pause after the inhale. Inhale, pause, and then exhale, pause. All right, on the next breath, opening the eyes. And we'll remove the block, we'll put it to the side. We'll start with that 20-part body recharging. Somebody coming in. So we'll begin tensing from the feet all the way to the face like a wave. So we go tense everything and then we relax everything, letting it go. Let's do that again. Tense everything and then letting it go. And then we'll try to do one body part at a time. So we'll tense the right foot, release it, the left foot, then the lower part of the leg on the right, left, your quad muscle. Now we do as best we can, right? Tratando que sea uno a la vez. The left, the right glute, and left, the lower abdomen, so just the muscles below the navel, above. We'll do the lower back, one side and then the other. You might have to lift the hip a little bit. And then middle back, one side then the other. Tensing the upper back, one side then the other. The forearm, one, release the other. Then we do upper arm. And then the other side. We do the side of the chest and the other side. And then we'll try to do that one at a time, going like a wave. So left foot, right foot, keep it engaged as you come up. Lower leg, one side, the other. Upper part of the leg, glute, low back, middle, low upper back. Then one arm, the other arm, all the way up, everything is tight. And then we release it one at a time, as best you can from the top, all the way through the back, the legs, and the feet. Very good. So that's as best we can try to engage the body and separate parts. All right, rotating the trunk. We'll start warming up a little bit more with just some gentle rotation. And the other direction. We'll find the first direction, a little bit of a bigger circle if possible. And the other way. All right, we'll find the cat-cow. So we'll round the back on the exhale and lift the chest and squeeze the shoulders on the inhale. After the next round, coming back to center. And then we'll do a twist. So holding the knee, then twisting over to the back. Bring it back to center to the other side. We'll do one more to each side. And last time. Very good. Let's move the shoulders up and back in big circles. And we'll reverse the rotation. All right, bring the arms up and towards the ceiling. And then we'll add a side bend, leaning over to the side. Reach a little deeper if you can. And then come back to center. Reach all the way up. Nice and long spine. Exhale over to the other side. Reach a little deeper. Now this time we go all the way up, reach through the head and through the arms, and then hold below the wrist and lean, adding a little bit of help, trying to reach that arm over. Let's do that to the other side, but first lengthen and grow tall, and then reaching over. And then coming back to center. All right, roll the shoulders up and back. Just keep them there, and then gentle rotation for the neck. Nice and slow. Trying to move only the neck if possible. And the other direction. And then coming back to center, tilt the head over to the side, to the other side. And then bring it back to center. This time, we're going to bring the hand on the side of the head, and we'll push the head into the hand and the hand into the head. Just kind of waking up the side of the neck, more like a strength exercise rather than just stretching that side. Again, do that on the other side. So push the head into the hand, but at the same time, the hand pushes into the head. We'll do that in the forehead. So you push the head forward, but the hand pushes the head back. So you feel the back of the neck and the front of the neck kind of engaging. We'll do that to the back of the head. So for that one, we bring both hands and then right there, push the head into the hands and the hand towards the hands, towards the head. All right, now we round, bringing the elbows slightly in. Don't push the head, please, just gently. And then lift the chest and open the elbows back, trying to create a little bit more of a tall posture. Bring it in. And then bring it back, last time here. And then release the arms into a cactus, squeeze those shoulders. And we're gonna eagle the arms. Now, as you eagle the arms, you're gonna bring the arms a little bit between the legs. Think of this as a flow. Then you come back up. I'll wait for you guys to come back up. Yeah, you go down, then you come back up. Then you switch. Bring the other arm on the top. Come a little bit between the legs. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, come back up. Switch the arm. And round. Last time here. Switch. And round. And then bringing it back to center. We go back where we started with that cactus arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Push the arms out towards the side. As if somebody's pulling you one way and the other way. One way and the other way. And then flex both wrists down. So the palms of the hands are still facing up, but you point your fingers to the ground. Lower one side. Keep pressing the fingers down and look away. And then come back, bend at the elbow. Bring the hand to touch the shoulder. Do that again on that side, but a little bit down and behind. Flex the wrist and then look away. And then come back and release. Hold the elbow and then lower that hand down. All right, we'll do that on the other side. So palm of the hand up, fingers down, flex as much as you can and look away. Bring it back. Shoulder touches, hand touches the shoulder, and then bring it all the way behind you. Flex the wrist, look away, and bring it back. All right, let it go. So that's kind of like to glide those nerves between the arms. Sometimes it releases that neck pain too. All right, we're gonna go over into the side and we'll work a little bit with the hip flexors. So curl the toes under, press the foot into the ground, and see if you can lift yourself off the chair a little bit. Now, if you need to do this to lift yourself up, that's perfectly fine. We do that, okay? But if you can lift just using that foot right under that knee and the toes in the back, just see if you can lift. Again, I'm gonna do this. If you don't need to hold on, don't hold on. Now, even if it's slightly off the chair, you're still getting those muscles to wake up. Very good. And then open for a warrior two. Very good. That was, yeah, the last one. And then we warrior two. Move this arm back, reach. Very good. On the next breath, come into that side angle. So we'll open up the hips this way in the warriors. And then bring it back and then come back. We'll go the other way. So same thing, reach up first, lengthen through that leg and through the arm. And then again, if I'm able to lift myself up, I lift and drop, or I use my hands on the chair to do that. Hola, Carmen. Very good. Now notice if one side we're able to lift a little bit more with more ease than the other. It might be the case, right? It might not be. And then drop it next and open for warrior two. Good. Again, reach the arm back. And then bring it back to center. All right, keep the legs pressing back, opening through the inner thighs, and then drop them in. Press them back, drop them in. One more time, press them back, keep them there, and then come into the cactus. Once again, breathe in. We're gonna find those eagle arms once again. Find the eagle, lift up, and on the next breath, fold a little bit over and down. Inhale, bring it up, and then lean over towards the knee. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it in, down, nice and slow, right? It's a flow, but in a gentle way. And then over to the other knee. All right, we're gonna do one of those with a switch of the arms. So bring the eagle to the other arm. And again, we fold a little bit. Bring it up, over that knee, up, in, up, on the other end, and then bringing it back to center. Release. Once you're done, open again into that cactus, and then reach the heels, the toes up. You stay, the heels up, you stay on your toes. The arms go all the way up, and then bring the hands back down, make a fist, and squeeze your shoulders together as you dig the elbows into your rib cage. Open the hands nice and wide, lift the heels off the ground, bring it in, as if you're pulling something heavy down. Lift up, and bring it in. Toe heel the feet, release the hands, and come here. I have to come forward to let somebody in the meeting. Okay. So as you settle here, just round your back like a cat, and then drop the belly, lift the chest. Again, round into the back, and lift. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Hector. Good, I'm glad you joined. And then lift the chest, and round the back. All right, and then we come back, putting the hands above the knees, and then coming forward. All right, we're gonna use the block for this one. I'm gonna put it right here in between the legs. Now, if you don't have a block, that's okay. Just put the hands here, and all you're gonna do is use the leg as your block, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna put the left hand right here on the block, and we're gonna open up. Si no tienen bloque, no importa, ponen la mano aquí como en la pierna. And then lower back down. So we're gonna open like a book. Open up, bring it back down. One more time, open up, and bring it back down. Switch sides. Lift, continue. Let's do two more. And then bring the hand down. Grab the block. I'll wait for you. Walk the feet a little bit. Bring the arms along the ears and then all the way up. All right, bring the block into the back of the neck. See how far back down you can get. Oh, very good. You all get there. Lift up, bring it back down. One more time. And then bring the hands right in front of the shoulders. Okay, so this one goes like this. You're gonna keep the arms straight and you're gonna retract the shoulders back, right? So this is like scapular retraction, where you're bringing like a little squeeze in the shoulder blades. This is for shoulder mobility, for posture, waking up those rhomboids. Try not to bend the elbows, so just draw the shoulder back. Let's do that one more time. And then on the next breath, lift the arms all the way up. Last time here. And then bring them all the way down. All right, we're gonna try to stand and sit with the block. So you're gonna go lift and sit and straighten out the arms. Now, if I can't do that, si no puedo hacer eso, hago esto. Suelto el bloque y me alzo un poquito así, ¿verdad? Pero si pueden hacerlo así, sin aguantarse, lo hacen sin aguantarse. So up, and then bring the arms all the way in as you sit. Up, in as you sit. Let's do that one more time. And come back to center. All right, we'll put that block towards the side. Take a moment here, breathing in. As you exhale, letting any tension go. All right, little stretch for the hamstring. So coming forward over the leg, towards the toes or halfway through the leg, whatever's comfortable, but try to keep that leg straight. On your next breath, come up halfway, bring the hands together, and then bring the elbow into the opposite leg. See if you can get there. If you can't get there, put it on the same leg. And then add a little bit of a twist over towards that side. Inhale, bring it back to center. Release that leg. Release the hands, and then we find that forward fold over that leg right here. Again, slowly coming halfway, bringing the hands together, and a little twist over to this leg. On the next breath, we slowly come back. Find a seated chair, just take a couple of breaths before we transition. All right, so we're gonna come to standing behind the chair. We can bring the block with us. We're gonna use it in a moment. Let me tilt this up a little bit. All right, so remember, if you prefer to stay seated, si se tienen que quedar sentados, está bien. Traten de hacer alguna de las posturas sentados. Otherwise, we go behind the chair. We can always have a chair in front of us, so we don't have to go right behind the chair if that is needed. Okay, so we wake up the feet like we always do first by pedaling, and before we add any balance or anything like that. All right, we lift the knee up, so you stay where you are. You go up, up, putting a little bit of weight. Yeah, very good, Juan Carlos. So like, soltamos los brazos, right? If we don't have to hold on to that chair, we let the arms go and we move the arms. Awesome. You did it without me. That's great, right? You don't need to hold on, you don't hold on. Very good. Come back to center. Now for this one, do hold on to the chair to begin with. And then if you can let it go, just put the hand on the hip or airplane your arm. So circle the leg to warm up a bit more through the hips. Around and around. And we'll bring it the other direction. All right, let's do that on the other side. Around and around. And the other direction. Okay, this one, we hinge forward, we bend the knees a little bit, but we keep the spine nice and long, right? Not rounding into the back. Push away from the chair. And we lift that knee up, and then we lower it down. We call these fire hydrants, right? Up, so dejando la rodilla doblada y la alzamos al lado. Up, up. Okay, we're gonna add to this. So the movement of the arm, we'll pause here. We'll go up like this with the elbow bent. Now, if I'm able to let go of the chair, I'm gonna do opposite. The arm opens one way and the leg opens to the other side. Make sure you hold on to that chair, please. Good. So you go side, side. Very good. Side, side. And then bring it back to center. We'll take a little moment here in mountain. Now we bring opposite arm and leg. We're going to bring the elbow to bend and the knee to bend, and they're going to work together. Right? 2 and 3. Let's warm up the other side. Lift opposite arm and leg, bend. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's make it more challenging for the brain. So we bend the knee and keep the arm straight. We straighten the leg and bend the elbow. So ahora hacemos lo opuesto. La rodilla dobla, pero el brazo estira y cambiamos a la misma vez si podemos. Very good. Okay, come back, take a moment. We go on the other side, opposite arm and leg, mano puesta a la pierna. So let me see, the knee bend, the arm is straight. And then you try to get in that rhythm that they're doing it at the same time. I think we have one more. And then we straighten out. Very good. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. All right, shift the weight over to your right leg. Lift the left heel off the floor. Hand goes on the hip. You're going to lean over to the side. Now, if having that heel off the floor is too hard, you can hold on to the chair instead of the hip. Now, come back to center. Same side. If you're able to lift that leg and keep it up, lean over towards the leg that has the weight. You can always keep the foot on the floor if you feel more balanced that way. And then bring it back to center. We're going to do that on the other side. So again, you stay behind your chair. I just kind of move around so you can see. Again, you're reaching now the other arm over to the side, first with the toes on the ground, heel lifted. Right? Talón afuera, arriba. Come back to center. Now we lift the leg and keep it there if we can, as we lift over to the side. Now, if it's too much, just keep it there. And then release. All right, shake it off a little bit. All right, let's do a little bit of a flow behind the chair. I haven't given you guys a water break. You want some water? If you want some water, take some water, and then we'll start with the next sequence, which is a little bit of a flow up and down with down dog. Si quieren un poquito de agua. All right, here we go. So arms up. That's a deep breath in as your arms go up. Fold at the hips. Swan dive, we call this. Hold the chair. Inhale, halfway lift. So all you do is up a little bit. And then exhale, flat back. Walk the feet back to down dog. Walk your right foot forward between the legs of the chair. Right foot forward between the legs of the chair. Arms up and overhead. See if you can lift up. Now, if you need to, hold on with one hand. Otherwise, come into like a warrior one shape. Very good. Straighten out through the front leg. Fold over to that pyramid. Inhale, bend the knee. Come into seated chair. So you bend the knees and you sit. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale to heart center. Let's do that on the other side. Arms up, breathe in. Fold on the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flat back. You go to down dog. Left leg comes forward between the legs of the chair. Push the chair away. Either one arm goes up or both arms go up. Very good. Lower the arm. Straighten the leg. Come flat back. Feeling that deep stretch in the back of both legs. Inhale, bring that leg to meet the other leg. You're in that seated chair again. Inhale, arms up, coming into Samasthiti, right here, heart center. Take a deep breath in. Relax on your exhale. Right, letting go of that heat. Letting the heart rate go down. All right, let's flow again. Inhale up. Exhale, fold and swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flat back. Go back into down dog. Inhale, right leg comes forward between the legs of the chair again. Okay. Reach the arms up or arm, right? Maybe it's only one. Bring the hands to heart center if you're able to release, right? It can also be one hand, right? And you're going to twist over towards that right side a little bit. If you have both hands, you just twist a little bit with the hands at heart center. Come back to center with the spine. Pick up that back leg, you're back in seated chair. We add a little bit of a twist again here. Over to the same side, right, to your right side. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, come back to center. We do that on the other side. Right into it, breathe in. Fold. Halfway lift. All the way down and into down dog. Left leg between the legs of the chair. Again, just see where you are here, if you're able to lift both arms, or do you switch the arm that you're going to twist? Hand comes to heart center or hands, and you twist a little bit over now to the left side. Okay, so if I'm both hands, I'm here, otherwise I'm here. Inhale, pick up that back leg after you return back with your spine. Seated chair. And one more little twist here over to the left. And then back into heart center. Reach up. Exhale, back into mountain. Take a deep inhalation, very nice. And a full exhalation. All right, gonna play a little bit more with balance. So now listen, if your balance is that you need both hands on that chair, you're just gonna go here, you're gonna lift that leg up and you're gonna try to work here. You can also go on the wall, which by the way, next week we're gonna use a wall. So if we can have a wall nearby, that would be great. Otherwise, you go like this. You lift the leg from the side of your chair, lift that leg up. You lift it as high as you feel comfortable. Lift the other leg up. Try to keep it as straight as you can. So alzamos la pierna lo más que podamos, pero manteniendo el balance. O tratando de mantener el balance. Lift the other leg. Okay, we're going to add to this, right? So I'm going to lift the first leg. Now watch. You lift the leg and then you bend into this knee, but keep the weight back. Come back up. So doblamos la rodilla, pero mantenemos el peso en el talón para no traer el peso pasando los dedos. Just twice. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, we go on the other side. Lift the other leg. Again, we bend into that knee. 1, twice. Now, those of you that don't need that hand on the chair, try it without. Bend, very nice. Bend, and then release. We have one more time here, as high as you can with this leg. Down, down, very good. And then shake it off a little bit. Move a little side to side, loosen up. Tap the front and back of the hip. It's called ring the gong. Go all the way up towards the kidneys, like in the back of your body a little bit, if you can bring that arm up. And you're tapping the back with the front part of the hand. Very nice. One more time. And come back to center. We'll take a moment, letting that breath in and letting the breath out. All right, we use the chair, the block, and if you need to hold on to the chair, hold on. So for this one, we're gonna bring that block between the legs, above the knees, long ways, right? And it can also be a towel. Si no tienen nada que ponerse, no importa, solo traigan las piernas una contra la otra, right? If you don't have your block, then just squeeze nice and tight with that block. Find first mountain pose. So as you squeeze the block, press the feet into the floor. Yes, Juan Carlos, you're reading my mind. Urva Hastasana, reach those arms up and overhead. You're intuitive today. that third eye is like active. All right, come and bend into the chair. Sit a little bit, hands to heart center. Bring it all the way up again. Urva Hastasana, palm tree. Again, sit in that chair. And then next time you go all the way up, reach those arms, reach through the crown of your head. Bring the arms behind, keep that length in the spine, interlace the fingers, open the chest. Keep that chest lifting up, keep your shoulders as level as possible. And deepen the breath. And then on your next breath, release the hands. Inhale. And exhale. All right, we're going to stretch those muscles that we just worked. So right behind your chair, open the legs as wide as it feels comfortable for you. Push the hips back and drop the chest down as flat back as you can, as long as it doesn't bother your body. Inhale, lift it up. Lift the chest if you're thinking about going into a cobra. And then exhale, fold again one more time. Inhale, bring it up and then draw the chair towards you. If it's far away from you, we're going to find warrior 2. So turn the right toes out, slightly bring the back toes in. See if you can release for warrior 2, otherwise hold on to the chair. Reach that arm all the way back. And on your next breath, straight leg brings you to triangle. Lower the hand. Again, pushing away from the chair, trying to keep the chest open to the front. If you're able to, lift that arm up. Bring the hand to the hip, but stay here And then see if you can engage your core muscles and reach this arm forward at shoulder height. Woo! And then bring it back to center. All right, we go warrior two on the other end. So all you're gonna do is bend the other knee. This time, palms of the hands reach up to the ceiling. Again, reach all the way back. Keep breathing. The straight leg brings you down to triangle pose, and then you reach this arm up. That top arm comes to the hip, and then this arm reaches at shoulder height. See if you can lean a little bit more into that side. And then bring it up to center, turn the toes facing it, and toe heel the feet together. Coming into mountain pose again. Take an inhale and an exhale. All right, little flow side to side. So for this, you really don't, none of you need that chair, so you can move it over to this side. I'm gonna do just a little routine of movement breath, like we do in Qigong. So we go breathe in, and then as we breathe out, just bend a little bit into the knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to move as if you're moving through water. Okay, the fountain next. So you bring the fingers pointing up as if you're becoming a fountain, and then bring that water all the way around. Bend the knees just slightly. Breathe in. We're doing 3 of each. Breathe out. One more time. All right, we collect the chi. Now we go from the outside in like a big circle. Inhale. Exhale. Despacito, como si estuviéramos moviéndonos en el agua. Breathe in. We have one more here. Swimming like a bear. So we go like this. Just a little swim forward and back. Go like this. Just a little forward, not a lot. And back, and then one more time. All right, the crane spreads the wings. We cross the hands, and then the one inside goes up, the other one goes down. Switch. Spread the wings. Nice and soft. Shoulders, face, arms. Let's do one more each. All right. Bring the hands right here. And you're going to keep the hands facing down like this. And we're going to move a little bit from side to side as we do a circle. So you inhale and you exhale. This is called quiet the chi, or quiet the energy. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then bring it the other direction. A la otra dirección. Despacito, nice and slow. All right, we hold the big oak tree. So all you're going to do is bend just a little into the knee. So it's not a bend, but not straight legs, just soft. And then you pretend you have a big oak tree right here, como aguantando un árbol. Así que redondeamos los brazos y dejamos que caigan, como relajado. Relax everything and focus on your dantian breathing, or your diaphragmatic breathing. Expanding the abdomen on the inhale, bringing the abdomen gently on the exhale. Now relax the arms down alongside your body, and if you close your eyes, see if you feel anything in the fingertips or your hands. So I'm looking for like something tingly or warm. So notando si sentimos algo cuando los brazos caen al lado, algo como un hormigueo, algo calentico en las manos o en los dedos. Right? That's the sensation of energy, right? Energy flowing through the body. All right, very good. So let's come back to seated position. on our chair. I'm going to sit all the way back. Now, if you want to use the block for your figure 4 stretch, you can. I have a bolster in the Perco, but I know not everybody has a bolster. So we could put that foot on the block and then either put the foot down here or bring the leg up here. Now, if this is too intense, ¿verdad? Que es muy intenso, pueden quitar el bloque que va a ser un poquito más fácil. So el bloque es opcional, right? It's an option. All right, as you find your stretch, just move a little bit. Forward and back. Forward and back. And then add a little twist over towards the knee. And a little bit away from the knee, just very gently. And then bring it back to center. All right, holding the foot, we rotate that foot around and around. And then bring it the other direction. Very good. Point the toes down, hold the foot, stretching. And let it go, just kind of move it a little bit. All right, we'll do the other side. First, just kind of move this leg a bit in and out. And then move that block over to the other side if you're using the block. Again, either down here, or if I'm able to bring that leg up here. Again, first move it a little bit forward and back. Add a little twist over to the knee. And to the other side. And then as we hold the stretch, just rotate the foot now. And bring it the other direction. And then point the toes down, hold it. And then release. And then slowly let that leg go. Just move it a little side to side. Okay, we're gonna do, the last thing we're gonna do is the twist, but we're gonna use the block today. So where we go over to the side, we bring the block between the inner thighs. We squeeze, right? So the legs are gonna stay nice and tight. And you sit tall. And you go over to the back and grab the chair. Then allow the spine to twist and look over the back shoulder. Respirando profundo aquí. Bring it back to center, take a moment. And then grab the block and then just walk over to the other side. Nothing fancy. Again, sitting nice and tall first. As we find the body nice and straight, we go over to the back. Again, trying to level the shoulders and breathe deeply. And on the next breath, slowly bringing it back. All right, and we sit all the way into the back of the chair. You can remove that block. Your hands can stay facing down, or if you prefer to bring the fingers into this position, which is the Hakini Mudra, where all the fingers come together, and that helps us concentrate for some reason. Now, if you prefer to just keep the hands facing down, that's okay. If you prefer the thumb and index, that's also fine. Find a place where you can just be. Beginning to connect to the crown of the head, all the way to the bottom of the feet. And little by little, letting the tension go. Right? Relajando todo el cuerpo desde la cabeza hasta los pies. See if your eyes want to close. If they don't, that's okay. Just find a point to look at straight ahead, keeping your gaze soft at that point. Relax between the eyebrows, forehead. Lips slightly apart, tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Soften through the throat, hollow of the throat, neck, shoulders and back, all the way from the upper back, all the way to the lower back. Relax the chest, the abdomen above and below the navel. Relax the hips, the legs, the feet. In whichever positions your hands are in, see if you can soften the engagement, if any. Estando seguro que todo el cuerpo está relajado, comenzando con la meditación. Vamos a repetir hum en la inhalación y eso lo repetimos en silencio y so en la exhalación. So hum, H-U-M, hum, que en inglés se pronuncia la H, eso suena como J. Hum on the inhale, so, S-O, so en la exhalación. So as we inhale, we repeat hum, H-U-M, on the exhale, S-O, so. Hum, so. And you say this in your head. You're basically using that phrase to help you stay present in this moment. Every time the mind wanders or goes somewhere else, you come back and you start using the mantra again. Inhale, hum, exhale, so. After your next round, you can release the hands on top of your legs, just let them relax and let go of the mantra, right? We stop saying the phrase and we just rest, nothing to do. Dejando que la mantra se vaya, relajando las manos y manteniéndonos tranquilos. As your breath begins to deepen, take a moment to notice the body. Notice the mind. Maybe there's been a change, maybe not, but just notice. Begin to move your fingers and your toes, connecting to any sound you hear around you. Allowing the eyes to open if they were closed, abriendo los ojos, conectándonos con los sonidos alrededor. Moviendo los hombros, move the shoulders up and back. Find some gentle movement in the trunk just to kind of wake up the body a little bit, nice and slow. And the other direction. All right, the breath lifts, the arms up. The exhale lowers the arms down. Let's do that one more time. Arms lift on inhale. Together we say namaste. Namaste. All right, thank you. Thank you so much for coming to take the class. So next week, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I want to use the wall, ¿verdad? La semana que viene quiero tener como si tienen alguna pared que podamos usar. Y lo que vamos a hacer es como cosas de postura, ¿no? El down dog en la pared, el warrior 3 en la pared, cosas así, ¿no? Movernos y mover los hombros. Y quiero también tener como una toalla chiquita, como algo finito, un trapo, right? Like a little towel or something like that, because we're going to use it to pick up from the floor. So I'll show you. So the toes are going to go like this, and they're going to curl, and you're going to try to pick up the towel and let it go, right? Como alzando una toalla del piso con los dedos. Because that's going to help us kind of wake up the muscles in the feet and the balance and all that. Ok, entonces la semana que viene, una toallita chiquita, la pared, and I think the TheraBand. And let's get the TheraBand. Y la TheraBanda, la banda sí la tenemos. I'll remind you in the email, but just so you have it in case you don't check the email. All right. Thank you. Thank you.